People will ask, hey, I want to start a podcast show. Do you think a podcast show is a good idea for me? There's a lot of podcasts out there. I don't know how to make money podcasting. I don't know if it's worth it. Is it going to produce a good ROI? So these are questions we get from our media network every single day. So let me just share a story that happened over a year ago. I'm working at an investment bank, calling up companies all day long, publicly traded companies, seeing if they're open to raising capital. And I kept on getting blocked out by the internal IR teams at these public companies. Because I had a background in media, I was like, man, I could reach out to them all day long trying to get a hold of them. I'm showing up with money through the family office work that we did. But I kept on getting blocked out. I was like, what I did in the past is I would create a podcast show. So instead of reaching out to them to maybe sell or serve them, I would reach out and say, hey, would you like to be on a podcast show? So I started the Investor Relations podcast show a little over a year ago. And I started reaching out to these publicly traded companies, to their IR teams, and go, would you like to be on this show? So this is the show that you're listening into now, the Investor Relations podcast. I didn't have a background in investor relations. I didn't go to school for this. I didn't have the pedigree for this. In fact, I even tried to get jobs at investor relations firms, but they're like, you don't have any experience. And I'm like, how do I get experience unless you hire me, right? So there's this like conundrum of like, I couldn't get the experience and nobody was willing to give me an at-bat. So I bought the investorrelationspodcast.com, started up a podcast. Now it's, now you're part of it, but also now we're co-branded with some of the, world's best brands in investing in LP relationships. But, going through the process of interviewing a bunch of people, giving the platform, putting in the work, investing a ton of time, energy, effort, capital, and resources into building this,